But moving on, it's a business that globally rakes in millions of trillions of dollars, but for all that, the global shipping industry is rather traditional. And technology has been slow to catch on where back office operations are concerned, but a Chennai-based startup is looking to change all that. Its plan, lending a digital touch to the freight business. CNBC-TV18's Jude Sannett checks in with the founders of FreightBro to find out how their business model could help the industry.
We feel that logistics is the backbone of every other industry that we deal with, and 9 out of 10 things around us is either exported or imported in the whole scheme of things. So this industry is considered to be slower compared to other industries, but we feel that this industry is definitely not broken because you're getting your things on time, and we are able to enjoy all the benefits that a matured country or a Western country is dealing with. So we thought that why not enable this whole market rather than disrupting this market, and we thought the existing players are good enough, but they need a digital facelift. So coming from the background of banking and worked with a couple of banking customers myself, so we thought that why don't we apply the same policy for the freight forwarding or the logistic industry. So we are a technology company, especially for the 3PLs and freight forwarders. Rather than thinking of middlemen won't be existing in the whole scheme of things, we thought that empowering the middlemen will make the whole system stronger. Right. So that's how we are different.
And how do you empower this now, Mohammed? Just take me through how things work on the ground. If my company wants to send a shipment from point A to point B, that's where you guys come in. Okay. How do I do this digitally, and how do I pull it off in, let's say, the least time possible?
Let's say if you are a freight forwarder and you have a customer based in Tirupur and they want to ship out the goods from Tirupur to Germany. So the whole process starts from the rate procurement till the rate procurement. It takes about 24 to 48 hours, comparing all the shipping line options and the available schedules, etc. So that it will take, it's about 24 hours to 48 hours. And then once the shipment is confirmed, let's say the prices are agreed by the customer, and then the physical movement of goods and the documents flow. For each and everything, there will be a lot of manual process involved, and it's all still in emails and Excel sheets and the documents. So there are a lot of paper documents carried in this industry. There are about more than 70 plus documents they have to deal with every single shipment. So that's where we are coming into picture. Like, we want to automate the whole processes right from the rate procurement till the delivery. So that's where we are.
Right. So interestingly enough, now automating and digitizing the process is pretty much the one USP that you can take home with you. But am I to understand that you are pretty much pioneers in the area? No other competitors at present that you go up against?
So there are a couple of players, definitely. So I would not say that this is a red ocean play where a lot of players are there, because this industry especially requires a lot of expertise to have. The barriers of entry are a lot more. Since we are from the industry, we 3 co-founders share the freight forwarding space for more than 40 years among ourselves. So we know this industry pretty much well. But at the same time, we feel that our business model is pretty unique, right? So we wanted to be someone like a Shopify for the freight forwarding industry, where we go and convert a freight forwarder, a typical asset-light freight forwarder, to their own digital store, rather than just telling them that here there is one company who's doing everything for you. Right. Because we wanted to use the existing resources, existing infrastructure, and just give a digital twist to it. Right. So like how Mohammed mentioned, we are taking the existing ecosystem and pushing it to a better limit, and making the logistic costs come down. Because India as a country has around 14% of GDP in logistics, and when compared to all these matured markets, it's in a single digit. So we are thinking of bringing technology to reduce those costs and bring down to single digit.
So what's the kind of business you've done up until date?
So we incorporated in October 2016. It's been close to 3 years that we started the whole ideation to formation of the company. But we have been operational for the past 1.5 years, and till now we have done in the upwards of 10,000 containers, and we are growing at more than 100% quarter on quarter. And we feel that the growth is pretty strong because the word of mouth in this industry is like forest fire, right? So when people start talking about you, and when there is goodwill attached to this industry, I think that's taking off, and touchwood, things are going well.
You talk about the potential for 100% growth, which is what you're already doing quarter on quarter. Going forward, though, how sustained can this be in the long run? What are your growth projections going ahead, and how much revenue can you strike going forward?
Sure. So going at this pace, you won't believe that if we grow at the same pace for the next 24 months, we would capturing 1% of the market. So that's how huge the market is, and we are just a drop in the ocean. And like you have also mentioned, there are multiple companies in this space, but everybody is going to get the piece of the pie, and we are taking a different approach of giving a digital touch to the freight forwarders to take that piece itself. So we feel that this is sustainable because, like I told you, we are riding on the existing infrastructure, and we are not doing something bottom up. We are going to a well-established company and converting them to a digital store. So I think this is pretty sustainable, and it's all about growth, right? So right now we are present in 2 major port cities, Mumbai and Chennai. We are thinking of expanding to other port cities in India as well.
Well, that was FreightBro's plans to digitize the shipping industry. But with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Startup Street. Thank you for watching.